हेलो.
हाँ.
ओके. हाँ.
पूजा सुरू ठेव, चालू आहे.
Okay. Okay. So, I would like to give you all a list of all the notions presented just now and share my ideas on struggle. So, first, on behalf of this team, I would like to pass my gratitude for giving all of us an opportunity to express ourselves in this platform. So, now the word struggle. The moment we hear this, there is a non-positive vibe starts flowing around us because most of the people consider it as an obstacle than opportunity. Yes, this is an opportunity for our upliftment. It is like an elevator. The more we are into struggle, more is the chance of upliftment and enhancement of our lives. Until now, we are viewing struggle as an hitch or a difficulty because many people don't have the lens of theosophy. But it is a default part of life, a necessary part with which our structure is incomplete. For example, is it okay if we consider one of our body part as not necessary? Let's see our hands not necessary. Our whole outer work will take a big pause, isn't it? So our heart, respiratory system, be it any part, every inch of our body is highly necessary. So even absence of 1 inch of the body part, one of the body parts will disturb our life highly. So this example was quoted in Taittiriya Upanishad. And so basically what I mean is, as all the body parts being important is a fact. Similarly, presence of struggle in our lives is also important and is a simple, unquestionable fact. Until now, we have a thought that struggle is a necessary evil. This sentence is just partially true. Struggle is necessary is the correct part, but it is an evil. It's not correct at all. Yes, I admit it feels unfair sometimes, but we feel this way as we don't know the bigger picture. So, being a small particle in a cosmos, it's completely normal to feel struggle being unfair. If we give a thought to this, when we are in our struggling period, don't we push our limits to solve the issues or try to conquer the issues? Do you agree? So we are actually in the process of enhancing our potentials without knowing about it. We didn't give a thought that there is actually something happening beside the existence of our struggle. म्हणजे स्ट्रगल शिवाय पण काही होतंय हे बघूच शकलो नाही आपण कधी. Example, like the only eats the food like roti, sabzi, dal, chawal, not knowing the intake of nutrients he is taking. For him, the only existence is just that he is consuming the food because mother is saying, or he's hungry, or whatever the reason. So consumption of food is the only existence, and not even realizing that there is altogether a different picture, that the motto is to feed him the nutrients and not just the food. So when we grow up and start dealing with the struggles, we are like this, not even realizing the nourishing impact of struggles we will be getting after struggling. I want to add one more point. When the kid eats the food, the nutrients get absorbed by the body and they positively work in our body for growth. But I would like to attract your attention here. We don't grow up just by eating one meal, right? Several times in a day, we have to eat the nutrients. We have to get the nutrients. Similarly, we get our nutrients from struggle. Definitely, they are invisible, but as we eat many meals to get a proper nutrition or a balanced proper nutrition, so we have to cross through many struggles also to get a proper kind of nutrition. So now you're getting this, right? This is tremendously long and tedious process. As soon as we compare this with the nutrient example, we suddenly realize its longness and its real necessity. So struggle process is necessarily a continuous process. In order to live, we eat, get nutrients, we use it, we rest, we again eat, and the process continues. And what remains is the instinct, that is vritti, to work again and again. म्हणजे जेवण तर संपलं पण त्याचा असर दाखवून झालेला आहे त्यांनी बॉडीवरती. सो रिअली स्ट्रगल्स आर समथिंग दॅट ब्लॉसम अस, our potential, our outlook, our choices, basically us, the human being as a whole. So this is the outlook that Theosophy has given to us. Whether we approach Theosophy or not, but Theosophy definitely approaches us. who are really capable and potential. And trust me, we all are potential human beings of doing wonders. So yes, let's do wonders. As we as we all have mutually decided to accept our struggles as necessary nutrients, let's look at some current life struggles who we all have experienced at some point of our life, or for some are still going through it. Few of the current life struggles are emotional struggle, adolescent struggle, social struggle, mental struggle, career struggle, and most unique, fear being a struggle. So here is the sum up of all the notions. As we all have at least experienced some part of all the mentioned struggles, now we know what kind of choices or reactions we gave and face the consequences at that time. And also now, when we rethink about those situations, we think, I could have done this and that, I could have done better, and all sort of alternatives we think. But we should accept that whatever we choose then was the best according to that moment. That was the best you could do. I want to say you did great. Really, great job. Yes, you deserve this, because now what we are doing is just rethinking. But at the decision making moment, it was the newest thing even to us. So we took a decision. So even to make a fair decision of the situations you face. Whatever changes, hormonal or physical, you are going through is completely normal and is just as important phase of the human life. So as it is also decision making phase, like Parul has said, it is period from dependency to autonomy. This phrase says all. That's why she also suggested some counterparts such as meditation, therapy, moving into spiritual phase space. So these might help you to make a proper decision. Where the other struggle says about career, definitely one of the most stressful one is to choose a career. Choosing a career is not easy, as there are so many factors like finance, salary, status, interest field, etc. And the person who actually has to choose, he gets confused with all the factors. Sometimes he gets influenced by family, friends, and sometimes he himself is ambiguous. This suggests me a phrase: too many cooks spoil the food. So let's not spoil the food by choosing a career by not knowing its pros and cons. And is rightly said by Rujita that we should try to find a career where we should be able to contribute something meaningful to this life bearing earth and her life by our professions. By discussing about the career, we turn to our next struggle, that is social struggle. Social struggle deals with the society which is tangled with the issues like caste, creed, religion, race, color, and so on. All these lie in the physical plane, as this comes under the materialistic thinking. This struggle is faced by many. So when the people will try to evolve by the medium of theosophy to attain to achieve the objective of universal brotherhood, that is when all the social struggles are going to be vanished. So social chaos gives birth to social reformers, and then they become the path to show awareness about this chaos and inspires the rest on how to maintain the communal harmony by their great efforts. So somewhere Kajal wanted to emphasize on how both male and female equally face the social struggles, even though the genre is different, and that's why the ways are also different of the struggles. But somewhere both the genders face the struggle. Regardless of the gender, effort is the key. So now emotional and mental struggle goes hand in hand. These struggles make us go through psychological disturbances, and coming out of them is where the actual struggle is. Depression, the byproducts of unhealthy mental lifestyle. When mind is unstable, anyone can hardly control it. But for me, mind is not something that can be controlled. It can just be channelized through proper guidance. And Theosophy can lay a strong foundation for your guidance for a stable mind. And for the rest, our surroundings, our mindset type, psychotherapies can altogetherly solve the issues and overcome the struggle. Like I said, the most unique one, fear being a struggle. It is unique because this is only one who hides in the storage box of all the struggles. Basically, the fear is for the dilemma: will the things work the way we want, or they won't? And this is explained amazingly in Ramya's lecture by Sir J. Krishnamurti. He says that fear comes when our comprehension of relationship is not complete. Whether the relationship can be with living or non-living, it is incomplete when then the fear comes. So then in her lecture, she suggested a way to get rid of the fear, that is through self-knowledge. The cycle starts from fear to self-knowledge, and knowing oneself will lead to freedom from the fears. So concludingly, that's how we are going to win over our struggles and rock the stage of life. It felt really, really great that I got a chance to summarize these meaningful notions. Thank you so much for hearing us all. Thank you so much.
फार फार आनंद वाटतोय मला. खरं तर मुलं खूप छान करतात आणि उगाच श्रेय मला मिळते. सर्व श्रोतृ मंडळी